Hello everyone and welcome to another YouTube video. I'm Hype the Commentator and thank you all for joining me today. With Backlash just around the corner, we are taking a look at some of the best Backlash matches of all time. And today we are going back to Backlash 2018 when the big dog Roman Reigns had his hands full. Just weeks after losing to Brock Lesnar in a devastating fashion at WrestleMania, Roman Reigns had to go one-on-one with Samoa Joe. And with that being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. And here comes Roman Reigns. He gets into the ring. Oh, it seems they're going to get this thing started early. The ref trying to hold these two back. Push from Joe. What a jab. What a cheap shot from Joe. And now things are picking up, not wasting any time here. Joe sends Reigns to the outside onto the floor, and things are about to pick up. And Joe looks to put the big dog to sleep. He's not just going to send the big dog back to the pound. He's going to euthanize the big dog, Roman Reigns. And a heavy-hitting contest this should be, with a huge Uranagi through the announce desk. And like I said, heavy hitting. I mean, heavy hitting that was, as Joe sends Reigns right to the announce desk. And now Joe, not wasting any time, gonna pick up Reigns. And Reigns is gonna get sent over the other announce desk. Joe just really bringing the fight to Reigns. Is Reigns even ready for this? Reigns may have come back too soon. Now Joe smells blood in the water and continue the attack over the third announce desk. Roman Reigns is just being slung all over. He's being thrown around like a dog toy. And Samoa Joe rolls back into the ring as Roman Reigns tries to pull himself up. And Samoa Joe's like, I'm going to go back to the outside and continue the attack as he stomps towards Reigns. That emphatic walk from Joe. And Joe is going to go to hell and back to end the career of Roman Reigns. He wants to make Roman Reigns' life a living hell. And so far, that's what we've seen from Samoa Joe. Talk about being a destroyer. He's looking to destroy anything that Roman Reigns has built since joining the WWE, since he started with the Shield back in 2012. That Uranagi by Joe early on sent Reigns through the table. And now the bell is rung. This match is officially underway. And Joe teeing off on the big dog, perhaps looking to euthanize the big dog. Roman Reigns can't even protect himself right now. It seems this may be the reoccurring theme throughout this matchup, as Reigns has had a rough start to this one. And Joe snapmare to Reigns. Oh, what a chop to the back and a kick to the chest. And now senton. Oh, a knee drop. Thought Joe was looking for that senton. Instead, a knee drop. Never let them know your next move. Reigns kicks at it too. And now Joe is working on the arm of the big dog. This is smart by Joe. And Roman is writhing in pain. Joe has this locked in exactly how he wants it. He's got Reigns exactly where he wants him, in the center of the ring with nowhere to go. But Roman Reigns is trying to find his way out of this. He's trying to push through. But can he do it? Can Roman Reigns find his way back into this? Roman Reigns trying to break free. Can he do it? But no, Samoa Joe sends Reigns right back into the mat. And with the physicality here, Roman Reigns is really going to have to work his way back up into this one. Joe has really brought the fight to Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns just wasn't ready for it. if you're Roman Reigns, you're going to have to go in overtime. You're going to have to really figure something out if you're going to get through Samoa Joe, especially with the damage that's been done to Roman Reigns so far, especially the position that the big dog is in. He is nowhere near where he wants to be in this matchup. And Reigns needs this victory. He needs to pick up this win. Things have been going on the downhill trend for Reigns since that devastating and just brutal loss to Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 34. And the way that ended, nobody was prepared, and Roman Reigns even admitted himself he was not prepared for what he had gotten himself into in that match with Brock Lesnar, saying that he was going to be the one, that he was the only man that could stop Brock Lesnar, that could defeat Brock Lesnar. And when it came time for Roman Reigns to challenge Brock Lesnar for the championship at WrestleMania in New Orleans, Roman Reigns wasn't ready, and Brock Lesnar just brutalized and victimized the big dog. And now Roman Reigns needs a bounce back victory, but he has to get through Samoa Joe. And so far, things aren't looking too good for the big dog, as Roman Reigns has his neck caught by Joe. And this is smart, going after the arm and neck early on, as Joe will later on look to put on that coquina clutch to put Roman Reigns to sleep, putting in the work early on. As that arm, Reigns, the shock pain in the arm. And now twisting at the neck again. Brilliant. Working on the neck of Roman Reigns. It's going to make it much easier for Joe to force Roman to tap out once he gets that coquina clutch. With the work being done early, you got to lay out the groundwork. And Joe knows that very well. And he knows how tough of an opponent that Roman Reigns is. Roman Reigns, last year at WrestleMania, defeating The Undertaker. This year, being victimized by Brock Lesnar. And now Roman trying to fight back. This is the first time we've seen some life left in Roman. So any life that there is in Roman. Oh, huge Ed Enziguri in the corner to Reigns. Sends Reigns right back down to size. 1, 2, and goes to the cover, but only enough for a 2 count. Kick out by Roman. And this is a position that we haven't seen Roman in quite some time. Besides Brock Lesnar, there aren't too many men that can break down Roman Reigns the way that Brock Lesnar and Samoa Joe have been able to do. And what a right to Reigns. And now these jabs in the knees. And now I thought Joe was looking for that coquina clutch. But instead it's going to go back to twisting the neck, torquing the neck, weakening it little by little as Samoa Joe continues to put in the work and get ready to put Roman Reigns to sleep, because that's what he wants to do. He is hell-bent on putting Roman Reigns to sleep and ending his career once and for all, putting the big dog down. And Joe has this locked in deep. Reigns trying to fight out of it, trying to hold on, trying to break free. But the big question is, how much strength does Roman Reigns even have left after everything he's been put through? And Joe has really got this locked in. Reigns is starting to fight out of it, up to one knee. Reigns makes it back to his feet with these rights and lefts to the midsection. Roman Reigns is finally able to break free. Creates that separation that he desperately needs. But try to shake the cobwebs. Joe, sent Reigns neck first into that top rope. And a suicide dive takes out Roman Reigns on the outside. And just like that, Samoa Joe stops the little bit of momentum Roman Reigns had. And right back, Roman Reigns is right back down to size, as Reigns is going to have to work his way back up again. Just when you think Roman Reigns has a little bit of offense, Samoa Joe is right there and ready to stop it. That has been the reoccurring theme the last couple times that Reigns has tried to get a little bit of offense. And it just hasn't worked out for the big dog. And now Joe going to get Reigns back in the ring. That's where it has to end. pinfall or submission, center of the ring. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Looks to put away Reigns, but Reigns kicks out at 2. Now let's take a look at this again. That suicide dive, all that weight from Joe colliding into Reigns. Reigns' head bounced off the ring barricade. How will that affect Reigns long term in this match? Now, somebody the size of Joe to be able to do that is absolutely incredible and a sheer test to his athleticism as a sports entertainer and professional wrestler. Joe is at the top, the best he's ever been. This is the best version of Samoa Joe that we've ever seen. And Samoa Joe really bringing it to Roman Reigns. And now Joe working on the arm of Reigns once again, bringing Reigns right back down to the mat. Things are not looking too good for the big dog. Can Roman Reigns find his way back in this? It's going to be a tough uphill battle. But if there's any man who's been able to overcome the odds, it's the big dog, Roman Reigns. The only one he hasn't been able to overcome yet is Brock Lesnar. But Samoa Joe knows he may have Roman defeated. And Joe talking smack to Reigns while Reigns is in a very precarious situation, not where he wants to be at all. Reigns is in no man's land in the center of the ring with nowhere to go. And his elbow pinned down to the mat, yanked back by Samoa Joe, who's really been putting in this work, laying out the groundwork. But Reigns struggling to level the playing field, struggling to get back up to his feet, trying to find his way back in this one. Reigns trying to fight through the pain, here we go. Reigns is shaking his head. He's trying to find that energy that's left, trying to find that last bit of energy. Whatever fight is left in, he needs to pull it out now because Joe has been in the driver's seat for the majority of this contest. Reigns with a right to Joe. What a right to Reigns. Reigns with a right to Joe. These two tit for tat, back and forth. But now Reigns is picking up a few shots, but Joe sends Reigns into the ropes. And Joe with a heavy forearm. Big boot from Reigns takes Joe right off his feet. Just like that, for the first time, Roman Reigns has been able to take Samoa Joe right off his feet. And now Roman Reigns realizes he has Samoa Joe right where he wants him. Roman Reigns is having a hard time moving, though. That's the big problem from Roman Reigns, is being able to capitalize on any of this. That is the problem. He's having a hard time moving. Looking for that drive-by, and it connects to Samoa Joe. Roman Reigns, the momentum starting to shift in his favor as Roman Reigns is fighting through the pain with the will to fight, the will to not give up, proving that this is his yard, that he is, in fact, the big dog. He's got to bounce back and get this victory over Samoa Joe after the tough losses against Brock Lesnar. And Reigns, clothesline to Joe. And again. And Joe is in the corner. Reigns is back up to his feet. What a clothesline to Samoa Joe. This is incredible what we're seeing. The Roman Reigns comeback in this match. I don't know where Reigns is finding this, but he's finding it. Clothesline, nope. I may have spoken too soon. Inverted atomic drop, big boot from Joe. Senton, part 3 of the Joe combination. 1, 2. Way to stop the momentum, but Reigns has to exhaust more energy with that kick out. It's just tough for Roman Reigns. Just when he thinks he's really starting to feel it, when he's starting to pick up that momentum, Joe is like, yeah, nah, you've done enough. Let me bring you right back down to earth to my world. And Joe really bringing the fight to Roman Reigns. Reigns could be done in a matter of moments as Joe just pulls on that vest, on the tactical vest of Roman Reigns. Looking for another Uranagi in the center of the ring. But these back elbows from Reigns. Reigns able to counter, trying to break free. Oh, but a knee to the midsection of Reigns. And now looking for the Uranagi. No, but Reigns breaks out of it with another back elbow. And now Joe, big boot to Reigns. Joe goes after Roman. Roman with a spine buster. Don't see that from Roman too often. Goes 1, 2, hook the leg. Only enough for a 2. Reigns thought he had it, but it wasn't enough to keep down Samoa Joe. Both of these men are absolutely exhausted. They've put each other through so much, giving it everything they've got. Joe had a great jump start, which really gave him the early on advantage in this match, but it seems Roman Reigns is finding life as we get into the latter half of this bout. I don't even know how Roman Reigns is still in this, but he's finding something. He's digging down deep. Roman Reigns has really found his way back in this, and Joe is stumbling. Joe barely knows where he is. Went first. Oh, maybe not. Maybe Joe is playing possum. Coquino clutch. But Reigns went to the outside, sending Joe throat first into that top rope. Great reversal from the big dog. Great counter from Roman Reigns. Look at this from Roman Reigns. Looking for a drive-by once again. Oh, they got caught by Joe. Joe, Coquina clutch, pulls Reigns back into the ring. Great move by Joe, but turns it, rolls up, cover. 1, 2, had the leg hooked. Oh. Superman punch connects. Got him. Flush. 2. Thank you for coming, but not yet. And Reigns is so exhausted he couldn't get the full cover. Joe was able to kick out just before the 3. Perhaps if Roman Reigns was able to fully hook the legs, Reigns may have won this one. But Joe is still in his. Samoa Joe still has fight left in him. Samoa Joe had that early ongoing, and the ongoings of this contest was really bringing the fight to Roman Reigns. And now Roman Reigns is finding his way back in this. And now Samoa Joe about to receive a spear. But what a kick from Joe. Rocked Roman Reigns with a spear. That could be it. 1, 2, and gets the boot on the bottom rope. Gets the foot on the bottom rope. Great ring awareness by Samoa Joe, who realized exactly where he was in the ring and able to get his foot on the bottom rope. And now Roman Reigns is right back to the drawing board, hitting Samoa Joe with his biggest move, the spear, and a wicked one at that. Perhaps if Roman Reigns had rolled Joe a little bit further away from the ropes, we may have seen the big dog pick up the victory. But Joe is still in this one. This match still continues. Who's going to get back up to their feet first? Who wants this more? Joe, extremely stunned from that wicked spear from the big dog. And you can see the pain in the eyes, the exhaustion in these two men who have really taken each other to the limit. Someone needs some sort of momentum. Who is going to take this one? Looking for another spear. Ducks. Oh, what a kick right to the jaw of Reigns. And now Coquina clutch set in the ring. Reigns trying to scramble out, trying to fight out of it. Trying to break this. Oh, and now. Oh, rolls it into a cover. 1, 2. Oh, and Samoa Joe had to break that, otherwise his shoulders were down for the 3. Great realization from Joe not to hold on. Reigns moved out of the way. Roman Reigns sends Joe into the ropes. Roll through. 1, 2. Oh, Coquina clutch. Send the ring. Has the legs locked around the waist of Reigns. Reigns nowhere to go. This one's over. This one's gotta be over. Roman Reigns has nowhere to go. Nowhere to breathe. Reigns is stuck. Reigns has somehow now have to pull all that weight up, have to shift it to break free, but Reigns may not be in a position to do so. Reigns is not in a good way at all. Reigns is fading. Reigns' arm is going limp. Ref's checking. Look at Roman's eyes. The ref is going to stop this. But Reigns finding some extra life left. I don't know where he's finding this again and again and again throughout this contest. Roman Reigns continuously seems to find some extra life. He just digs down deeper and deeper and deeper. It seems like Roman Reigns has just a reserve for a reserve of energy. It's never ending. And Reigns is still in this one, and Samoa Joe can't believe it. Samoa Joe has that look in his eyes. Reigns may have broken free this time, but the next time Samoa Joe gets this coquina clutch locked in, or takes Reigns down with a muscle buster, this one is easy as over. And now Joe taking his time, realizing what he needs to do to take out Roman Reigns, and lifts up Roman Reigns by the vest. Reigns is like barely moving. Reigns is exhausted. Joe is exhausted, but Joe, that angry look in his eyes, is ready to take out the big dog. Roman Reigns sat in the corner. And Joe talking trash to Reigns. Yep, here comes the muscle buster. This is thinking about a muscle buster. This one's going to be it. He's having a hard time. Reigns is somehow fighting out of this. Reigns fighting through. And Joe ducks under, rolls through with a spear! Out of nowhere, emphatic spear 2. This one's over. Reigns picks up the victory. The big dog dug down deep and somehow, someway was able to pick up the victory against Samoa Joe, who really took the fight to Roman Reigns in the early on bout between these two. And in the end, Roman Reigns picked up the victory. All right, everyone, and that was Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe at Backlash 2018. In the end, Roman Reigns able to counter the muscle buster attempt by Samoa Joe, jumped up and over, rolled through, and nailed Joe with a wicked spear once Joe turned around to pick up a must-win victory for the big dog, Roman Reigns. And with that being said, thank you all for tuning into today's video. Don't forget, follow me on all my socials on Instagram, Hype the Commentator, Twitch at Hype the Commentator, TikTok at Hype the Commentator, right here on YouTube at Hype the Commentator, and Hype Commentator on X. Thank you all for all the love and support, and I will see you all in the next one.